Young men, I need you guys to listen, especially specifically regarding young black men, whether it be the FBAs, the Caribbeans, the Jamaicans, the Trinidadians, the Africans. Young man, I need you to listen to me. If you live in America and possibly England, you dudes need to stop being so desperate in forcing or trying to convince American women to marry you or have your kids. You guys got to stop doing it. It comes across as desperation. Now, if you guys want to do that, my suggestion is you got to go overseas, or if you immigrated here, just go back with the money that you earned here, go back to your hometown. This stuff where you guys are trying to convince a batch, a certain batch to basically use you. If you really look at it, but it's like you guys want to be used, but it is what it is. You guys gotta let America go if you guys want a legacy, So here we're gonna look at this video. I've been seeing her pop on my feed, and I'm looking at her name. I'll go into her later, but she's been popping up on my feed, and I guess she's been cooking ninjas on her podcast. But we're gonna take a dive into her channel, but right after this video, let's see what she has to say.
I mean, I just don't understand how you don't want your legacy to be carried on, bro. Like,
my legacy is me. My legacy is not my kids. My legacy is me. My legacy is my show. My legacy is Amani. My legacy is not my kids, because average people will be like, oh, I want a legacy, but you're average. You live like a peasant. So what is your legacy? Let's say that you are above average. You're a millionaire. You're brilliant. You've made all these contributions to society. Your kid could come out to be a crackhead. Your kids could come out to be a school shooter. And that's the legacy? That's your legacy? I don't think that legacies, people even really know what they mean, because your legacy starts with you. And if you don't have a legacy in your name, your kids ain't got shit to do with your legacy. People think that a legacy is just having kids. No, your legacy is what you set your kids up for. And a lot of people don't got two fucking pennies to rub together, but want to have kids and a legacy. What fucking legacy do you have? A legacy of debt? You are an everyday average citizen, sir.
So you can say that's so fucking selfish, bro.
No, selfish. Actually, it's selfish to have kids, because you think that you're so great that you're going to pass on something great to your kids, to the world. You're not that great.
I mean, I just don't understand.
So let's analyze what she said. But like I said, it's kind of ironic she's talking about average citizens, average folks, but she's average. Yo, listen, man. Listen, man. I'm not trying to diss her, though. I'm not trying to diss her. But it's like her parents were most likely average, Thank God for Instagram, so we all can have a voice. We all can build something here. But my goal is, me personally, people talk about legacy, right? I think way too many people, men and women, they think they're a little bit better than they think they are. I'm talking about both of these people here in this video. Now I feel bad for the young man, because he doesn't understand, like, he could literally just go to the Dominican Republic or he could literally just go to Brazil, or shoot, even Europe, and literally find a girl that looks way better than her, way better, and you could build something with her, and and I'm talking about less maintenance. You know what I mean? Like super less maintenance, than the girl that you're talking to. So I hope homie is not hurt. Unfortunately, I see a lot of pro-black men, they get hurt when they find out their sisters that they thought they was defending. Like, I used to believe, like, me personally, I used to believe that just being pro-black was a mindset. That's how I always looked at it. That's how I used to look at it. I didn't think that you were less pro-black if you were dating a white partner, and that was man or woman, as long as you stood up for your people. But it looks like the older I get, and that's why I'm not pro-black anymore, it seems like black men and black women, they just too childish. Black men and black women, they act too childish sometimes. But let's analyze what she said again.
How you don't want your legacy to be carried on, bro? Like,
my legacy is me. My legacy is not my kids. My legacy is me.
So the mindset that she has, when she says my legacy is me, that is the mindset that most average women have. And basically, when she's saying she doesn't want to have kids, she's saying she doesn't want to have. It's not that she doesn't want to just have kids, and she's gonna allude to it. She just doesn't want to have kids with the average man. So in 2023, people in this space have told you guys, American women, and we could say probably worldwide, but especially American women, want nothing. The average American woman that wants nothing to do with the average guy. So the guy that she's fornicating in the background, right? That she really has feelings for. If he takes her seriously and says, "I want you to have my kids," she's going to take that offer. So, you know what I mean? It's, say if, like I said before in one of my live streams, for this new batch of American women, it's Chris Hemsworth or nothing. They're only going to completely submit to what's Jason? It's either Jason Momoa or nothing. It's Henry Cavill or nothing, or it's Christian Grey from the 50 Shades of Grey or nothing. It's either what if they choose them and they say, "I want you to have my legacy," they're gonna be on all fours, even if she has to share him, right? As long as they have the title, or one of the titles, So that's what the average man has to recognize. But there are solutions for you if you are an average man, but you're going to have to step out your comfort zone. You can't just wait at your spot and then just convince the ladies that you want here to follow your program, because they don't, when I show you how like the average IG model, like that, like the average 18-year-old girl, she starts her Instagram and she's seeing her page get 48,000 followers, 100,000 followers. In her mind, if you don't have 500,000 followers, or how about this, 500,000, if you don't have $500,000, she thinks that she thinks she's above, like that IG model thinks she's above the average man, even though she's not. And I'm talking about she could be broke, because there's like most of the IG models that you see, IG profiles with 200,000 plus Instagram, they're broke. They make money by sleeping with men of power, but they can't keep those guys. They think they're above the average man. And I'm talking about they have $0 in their bank account, like zero. But because of the followers they have, it's got their mind twisted. Or say if they got something on YouTube, they think they're above the average man, just even though they don't realize, literally a woman, like AI is showing you that an AI can literally generate a female profile and it still has a million followers. Why? Because it's a pretty face, and that's really all you need. The dudes are not really interested in what you have to say, but and on top of that, there's a lot of female advice talks, right? And they have their the sugar baby talks, and they have their own Instagram profiles and whatnot, and a lot of girls follow that. Or you got fashion makeup channels and stuff like that. So the average woman has so many ways to monetize herself or her beauty. So most average women, or even below average women, thinks, I'm talking about, they want nothing to do with the average man, like absolutely nothing. And if she is starting off with that, she's still looking. She's still looking. That's just the beginning in her mind. So this is what the average man needs to understand. And we have to get past this, forcing this group or batch of women to have my kids or to carry a legacy or whatnot. I just don't think it's our time. It's just not our time. It is what it is.
My legacy is my show. My legacy is Amani. My legacy is not my kids, because average people will be like, "Oh, I want a legacy," but you're average. You live like a peasant. So what is your legacy?
So it's interesting that she used the word peasant. What people don't understand is, people think this OnlyFans thing and, girls making all this money is a new thing. What people don't understand, if you know your history, back in, medieval times, or you're talking about 1600s, 50, even I'm talking about the beginnings of times, in those little towns, whatever, Castlevania, anybody that watched Castlevania, during those times, what you would have are the peasants, right? And the outside of the tax collectors, the kings, the governments, the officials, the politicians, the war merchants, the mercenaries. The next people that were making the most money outside of those men were the prostitutes or the contours. The contours, well, that's a word that most people are not familiar with. A contour they're prostitutes too, but what they would do is they would accept money and show men how to make love a specific way. Basically, giving men tutorials, or maybe women, I don't know, but I know specifically men, how to have sex. So those were specific women that would kind of show men the art of lovemaking. So just another fancy word for prostitute. But those were the prostitutes in the contours, right under those officials and the rulers and the governors and the mayors and whatnot, right underneath them, they were making the most money. And we're living in that time right now. You'll have doctors, whatever, not even making as much money as the OnlyFans models. So there's nothing new under the sun, right? Or you see now women have their own podcasts and whatnot. They're doing big things. You know, there's nothing different. It's nothing new. You know.
Say that you are above average, you're a millionaire, you're brilliant, you've made all these contributions to society. Your kid could come out to be a crackhead. Your kids could come out to be a school shooter. And that's the legacy? That's your legacy? I don't think that legacies, people even really know what they mean. Because your legacy starts with you. And if you don't have a legacy in your name, your kids ain't got shit to do with your legacy. People think that a legacy is just having kids. No, your legacy is what you set your kids up for. And a lot of people don't got two fucking pennies to rub together, but want to have kids and a legacy. What fucking legacy do you have? A legacy of debt? You are an everyday average citizen, sir.
So you
Act like it.
that's so fucking selfish, bro.
Well, you know, unfortunately, the young man, he's hurt. The young man is hurt. And I understand. But he needs to understand that she doesn't see the bigger picture. She doesn't understand that if her parents, I don't know what her situation is. I don't know if she's FBA. This is why I'm looking at the name Amani. I'm like, is she FBA? I don't know. First of all, I'm not FBA, but I'm just saying. This is why I'm gonna take a quick look at her because I've been seeing her blow up. See a legacy of debt, but that's kind of ironic because the demographic in America with the most debt, you can take a guess who that is. that's oh man. But I'll say I understand what she's trying to say in terms of legacy. Her legacy is herself, right? But like I said, what young men, average men don't understand, they kind of do, but they're just like, stop. The average woman is competing with the average man for those dollars. So it's an open marketplace. So you have to compete. And most men are not trying to compete with women, you know. But I'll say this, you know, you can use that to your advantage. If you're really up for it, you could use that to your advantage. Look at the men that bombed the the women's conference and claimed they was non-binary. That's an example of competing. And I'm not saying men have to do that, but there are things that you can do. That's why I respect the Passport Bro movement. Just them, their response to it, and just showing the response of even the women responding to that shows me that men still have that superpower, the ability to walk away. That is the man's superpower. I'm talking about from poor to middle class to rich. That is your superpower. Okay, blah blah blah. And I do see some people, and I understand, you know, if you are bringing children in the world, children are not free, and you need to have a plan, you know. But the conversation is way deeper than that. But let's check out her, because I've been seeing her. I've been seeing her just all over the place. I don't know. I'm like, I think I had some of her things saved. One of her videos saved, you know. Oh shoot. You know what? I might have to hold on for a second, guys, because this happened to me last time. I'm going to open this up in Chrome. I'm gonna open up her profile in Chrome. This happened to me last time. Legacy, my legacy. But let me look up her. Let me just bring up her profile. I'm gonna bring it up in Chrome. For some reason, like when I bring up certain videos, it don't work in Chrome. It works in Safari. But then trying to load up pictures, I got loaded up in Chrome. This is so ghetto. I need an upgrade, dog. People don't understand my man. But let's take a look, man. Let's take a look. Amani. We got to find out more about this person. But it's weird because the more I hear hoes talk on here, man. Like the more I hear hoes talk on like Instagram, YouTube, I literally be like, I'll just be like, why did she? I'm always left saying, why did she say that? And I'll be just like, what point are you trying to make here? Or why are you? It's always me saying, like, I'll be like, let me see. Because, yeah, I've seen some of her videos, and I guess she be bringing certain ninjas on here. You know, what's beautiful is, like I said, people underestimate how crafty women are. The dudes that people complain about, like Fresh and Fit and whatever podcasts bringing porn stars and OnlyFans models on their platform to debate. But now when it's the women's turn to bring men on their platform, they bring up these ninjas that can't. they know who to pick. They know who to pick. That's I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm just saying there was a couple of podcasts, people that had reached out to me, and this was even before I had 400 subscribers. They just wanted to put me on for entertainment value, and then they pulled out last second. I know what that is. I already know what that is. You know. Or like, dude, there are episodes I did with my cousins. He can't put it on YouTube. He can't. I wish he did though, because there's a lot of stuff I talked about Diddy and and all these people. So I don't, because I will say certain things and people will say, wait, why are you defending this guy? Doesn't this mean you're a predator defender? I'm like, no, I literally been saying Diddy's been a predator for years. I'm just looking at it objectively. I need people to drop those episodes. So it's to help me out. Anyway, hopefully y'all are seeing this. Hopefully y'all are seeing this. Yeah, her profile is exactly what I think it is. Let me see.
I don't. I hate this love weight that everybody talk about. Oh, I feel in love. I this love weight. No, you better get it off because I'm leaving.
So if your girlfriend you've been dating for a little while, you love her, she gained 20 pounds during the relationship, you telling her she fat?
Yes. You're fat as fuck.
Mm.
And I don't like you. I'm not touching you no more. I'm not loving you for you.
So what would you say?
So, yeah, she knows the type of guys to pick on here. Let me see. Oh, this is the video. Let me see. Don't help a man when he's down. Oh, yeah. But yeah, Amani Talks podcast. Let me see. Your average act like it.
Goodness freaking gracious. I don't know what I...
Let me see what she has to say. And sorry for the delay, because every time I open the shit up on Chrome, the video delays, but it is what it is.
I have to tell males, the average American male, to get them to understand that you're not a millionaire. You're not above average. And it's okay to be average, but stop pretending like you're above average and that a woman would marry you just to divorce you to get your little bit of money. You work at Walmart.
Hold up for a sec. I got something for this. Right.
You work in a distribution center. You work in the warehouse. You wear those fluorescent vests. You have no property in your name. You don't own a home. You don't have any real estate in your name. Your grandfather did not pass down an inheritance to you. I really be confused on what y'all think women are going to get from y'all by divorcing y'all. You're not a millionaire. You probably won't ever be. And that's okay. But stop being...
So, this is what I mean when certain women say certain things and I'm just like, miss, the reason why the average man, and this is why they've been trying to push average men to get married again, and the average man is like, nope. If the average man, say he's working at Walmart, he's the GM at Walmart, or he's the supervisor at the warehouse, and he's making $40,000 a year, $30,000 a year, $50,000 a year, at most $60,000 a year. If the woman that he marries takes half, he's going to be homeless. This is why. I don't understand. What do you mean they have nothing to worry about? Yes, they do. Unless if the woman that he's going to marry is going to make $500,000 a year, and we already know that's not most cases. And even still, in a scenario like that, most women are still going to gain custody of the kids. So you still have that situation. People just think it's just about the money on that end. When you go through a divorce, you're going to lose your kids, you're going to lose your reputation, you're going to lose, especially if you only make $50,000 a year and the wife divorces you, it's over, bro. If a millionaire gets divorced and is like, oh yeah, they're the only people. No, they can afford modern marriage because they can be like, okay, he could probably even get her to sign a prenup and actually afford lawyers that will actually defend his money. The man that makes $60,000 a year, $50,000 a year, $40,000 a year. I mean, this is really simple, but I don't understand these hoes with these degrees. They don't be teaching these hoes nothing in college. They need, like, I'll say this, men, don't fall for it. You're holding the line very well. They still been trying to convince the average man to sign these marriage contracts. Don't do it. Do not listen to her. And don't fall for that stuff. I'll also hear women talk about, oh, that little itty bitty money in child support, that $300 a month ain't nothing. And you're to an extent, and she's right. Straggles are right about that. But if it's only $300, why you need it? Hold on. Let me put it on me real quick. Let me put it on me real quick. If it's only $300 a month, that little itty bitty $200 a month, why are you still filing? Why you still got the case on the dude? If it's only a little bit of only $200, why you need it? I turned into Country Wayne right now. You ever see that? His old barbershop skits when he be in the barbershop? Those are hilarious. And when the barber was trying to charge him extra money, and he said, if it's just an extra $20, why you need it? Huh? Yo, I love those skits. But that's always, they always talking about, oh, they don't need your little, but you literally looking at the divorce statistics and like you see the horror stories. I'll talk about these guys getting taken to the cleaners, and it doesn't matter. Okay, you become a millionaire, right? Like she says, you get divorced, she takes more than half. You're not no millionaire no more. And now, say if you get married again, you're not gonna be a $500,000. You probably won't be a 6-figure man anymore. Like, yo. The average man does have to work, because at the end of the day, no matter how average you think that man is and blah, 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 and how much ish that 20-year-old woman she's talking, when ish hits the fan, once they hit that wall, then they're going to be coming back. Oh, I'm a traditional woman. Whoa. I'm talking about all these hoes talking ish right now. In the future, they're literally going to be lining up to the $60,000 a year man that she was calling average and ain't shit. That she thought, oh, you gotta be at my level or above. They're gonna be literally lining up like in the Bible, like the Bible said. And they're literally going to be lining up, talking about I'm traditional and whatnot, and I'm gonna be one of those guys like, whoa. Didn't you say this in 2020? That's what I'm going. This is, and then look, when ish hits the fan, men are still gonna have to work. Men are still gonna have to find a way. This is gonna be the same woman, or a girl taking her advice. They're going to come back because nobody else is going to take them seriously. And they're going to be talking about, I changed, or I want to settle down. You're the safe option. Play their role and still divorce the man and take half of his stuff when it shits the fan. Or when she gets the ultimate guarantee of gaining custody of the guy's kids. This is why I don't get it. This is why when we talk about empathy, sympathy, yeah, like I just be like, man, the average woman today, the average American woman have like zero empathy. They have zero empathy. But I want to check out the comments one more time before I sign off. I want to check because I don't like when women be saying, oh, you average and blah. They be talking, because I know these days they be talking so much ish, and then once they hit 27 or 28. That's what. Okay, let me look at this comment right here. Let me put it on this comment real quick, because obviously I'm like, if you go to family court, it's literally filled with women trying to get a man's pension, his all that money, and the guy will be making $70,000 a year, $80,000 a year, and even though he's making that much, it's like it's straight robbery. And a man will say, okay, he's making 80,000, and she'll call him average, but the woman is literally graping him in divorce court, and he's literally just sitting there like, wow. It's crazy. Let me look at the response, because if you look at let me look at the top comment. Let's look at this comment where he says, go to family court, and all these ladies trying hard to get as much money as possible. They're trying not to work, getting alimony and child support. These are facts. If you think the average man's salary is high enough to support a woman and his kids based off alimony, you just told us you're bad at math. Who do you know that don't work, lives off of alimony alone with you? This girl lives in La La Land, bro. They literally there are examples on TV of women that don't work and is living off of alimony and child support. What is she talking about? This girl, she's not FBA, dog. She's not FBA. There's no way she's FBA. She said, I'm talking about even a FBA woman wouldn't have said something that stupid. She's got to be like African or something. And she's probably a bit naive on the experience, on the average, the black American experience. Because if you also live with, because I live with white people, around a lot of white people most of my life, and what people don't understand, white people do all their dirt behind closed doors, and what white women do is they put gag orders on their ex-husbands, so they can't talk about the divorce graping that they went through. You gotta like dig and find out, and you'd be like, wow, I didn't know you were going through this. It'd be dudes that made a lot of money. They end up working at Home Depot or like at a movie theater, and then you'll find out their story. You'll be like, damn, what happened? My ex-wife. Bruh. Homie ain't showered in years. You'd be like, what is wrong with this dude? This dude going through a divorce. Yo, I got stories upon stories about that. If she's taking care of the kids and they live with her, that's not really a deadbeat. What? Bruh. Okay, I'm done with her. I'm done. She's insane. This, whatever her podcast, she has zero credibility. I cannot believe I just saw that comment. If that was a man that couldn't support the kid financially and was asking the mother to pay for the kids, you would have called him a deadbeat. If a man makes one mistake, he's a deadbeat. I hope y'all saw that comment. Y'all saw that comment too. She's not FBA. She cannot be FBA. Mind you, I'm not FBA either. But she's definitely not. Either she's stupid or oblivious. Wait, let me see. Hold on. Either oblivious. Hold up. I just confused myself for no reason. Ironically, when I talk about stupidity, either she's stupid or she's completely ignorant. Stupid, ignorant, or she's playing stupid. That's what I was trying to say. She's either stupid or she's playing stupid or she's just completely oblivious. I think it's the latter two. I think she is oblivious and I think she's playing stupid, because those comments that what she just responded to, that could easily be debunked. I'm talking about there are African American women that would literally be like, but they probably support her delusion, and that's another reason why FBA men don't get the respect that they deserve, because they can't even get their own woman in line. And that's one of the harshest truth you're gonna hear from me. But that's another reason why FBA men don't get the credit or the respect that they deserve, because the FBA, a lot of FBA women have sold completely out to the government. I'm talking about completely sold out their men, completely, to the point where it's just like, wow. That's all I can say reading these comments. Just wow.